Oh, I love this movie so much.
No, we're
it's
not going to agree with Tad on this film at all.
No. It's because it's so
terrible. So terrible. It's so bad.
It's a special kind of movie. How bad it is. Go ahead, Tad.
It is a special kind of movie. It's 20. Don't forget, it's 27 years in the making, so it has layers of bad.
When you finish the film, 37 years in the making.
37. You finish the film, you feel bad for every single person that was involved in the making of the film.
But there's no movie that has had the guts to show the original footage and then cut in.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Footage of
so much B-roll.
Which doesn't match.
Marlon Perkins.
Oh my God.
At
all.
Also, hold on, Tad.
Someone pronounced the sign in a Hungarian accent. Danger. All area beyond this sign is closed because of bear danger.
Oh my God. 4 guys on the motorcycles.
I love
when I was watching this movie, I spent a great deal of time thinking about whoever they stuck with having to edit this thing. And I wondered about him in the editing bay late at night, trying to figure out how to cobble this thing together.
He's because he's
literally a movie career, and maybe he's
literally going between the keyboard and putting a gun in his mouth.
pretty much. Well, then again, it's like, okay, whoa, they gave me $390 for some stock footage, so I'm gonna make the most of it. So
no,
I can use a movie with stock footage.
We talk about. I think Scott may have mentioned this in the feed, but can we just talk about the middle where they stretch out that stock footage for like?
No, John.
No, that was me. That was me because my jaw was on the floor because they reused the footage where the bears got the bear cubs got shot.
Yeah.
It was like, no, just pretend these are different alive bear cubs. Because we're going to show the exact same footage again.
But then they drug it out for like another 3 minutes or something.
It's just a weird musical interlude with stock footage. Yeah.
It was a stock footage sequence. They used the same sequence of stock footage.
It takes talent to do that. Come on.
No, it doesn't.
It was Hungarian chutzpah.
It's not talent. It's complete, like, utter, it's inane. It just doesn't make any.
Tad, I don't think this qualifies as a movie.
You're the one who picked it, motherfucker.
Don't what? Weirdly enough, it might not.
Like the multi-martial.
No, I will say that I had so much fun watching this.
Oh my God, it's so fucking stupid.
It was just
goddamn amazing.
Can we talk about the cutaways to the bear?
Oh my
God! Nothing beats the bear at the end when they have the.
At the end, when he's looking at the fireworks. He's looking at the fireworks.
You mean this?
They're not even. Yes.
They're like fireworks Adobe effect.
but that bear shot, regardless what's happening in the movie, it just keeps coming back to that shot. And there's shit happening, and that's obviously the only time they had an animatronic bear.
Right.
So they were moving his head.
They spent $3,000 or $4,000 on this.
Yeah.
No, that was the original film. They probably had the guy with the whole puppet bear thing.
Oh my God!
And it was kind of a Jaws situation.
It's the best thing that Toto Silo has ever done.
Let's not even get started. Let's not even get started on
Toto, I eat cannibals Quelo.
Yes.
Let's not even get started on the fucking bands behind.
Right.
Okay. First of all, watching a Hungarian outdoor like music festival featuring bands I never heard of, and these girls who look like they're at. This was somebody's birthday karaoke, wasn't it?
This was their third.
These were a bunch of random chicks doing karaoke on somebody's birthday. Am I right?
Oh, it's
the lips never matched. Those girls are worse than the bear, dude.
Also,
those girls are dancing around.
Also, what is this? Is this like a diaper dress? What's going on here? Did you see that? What the hell?
It's all Hungarian.
I had to bring Eileen in to say, what the fuck is this dress?
Like,
Was this
you could have a third Breakin' movie, and it wouldn't be as bad as those girls. Like fucking.
It did make me appreciate Night Ride.
I will not allow anyone to say fucking bad things about Breakin' or Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Breakin' 2
not going to happen.
Breakin' 2 is actually better than Breakin' 1.
Yes,
I love the break-in movies. I love the break-in movies.
Yeah, so we will not talk shit
of,
about that.
Talking about the concert, though, the concert footage, which is a large percentage of this film, and if I had had a less busy week, I would have counted how many minutes of concert footage, or it would have been short. It would have been less work to count how much bear story footage there was.
There's
because
no bear.
Well, we all looked up. So that was literally a real concert that at the end they shot.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
In Hungary, it was
and
that
there are
band,
prolonged, extended passages where we're just watching concert footage, and then briefly cutting away to the bear going "Arr!" and then the other.
We haven't even gotten to Jonathan Rhys Davies.
Oh, Jonathan Rhys Davies is so good in this.
Somebody did artwork for this thing. Oh my god, that's a
Poor Jonathan Rhys Davies is in this whole movie. At least George Clooney and Laura Dern and Charlie Sheen die. They're eaten. They're literally viewers.
Oh no,
by a bear in the first 5 minutes, and I consider that a mercy killing because they're out of the picture.
I will say this: I'm so glad I saw this movie.
No,
I
have a question. No, the opening bit, the 10-minute development is George Clooney and Laura Dern and Charlie Sheen, and they go in and they basically get eaten by a bear. And
they're their names on the title. They're
their names on the title.
I love how they're the bill. They're the bill.
The question I had is: do you think this was on purpose? Do you think this is how they planned it?
They were just new. They were new actors.
They were
willing.
Yes, it was on purpose. They were like
lucky with these guys.
They did a movie.
Yeah.
It's totally on purpose.
But Laura Dern
what's weird
and
now,
Charlie
though, is-
Sheen.
No,
Laura
what's
Dern
weird?
and Charlie Sheen had been in movies, so
Right.
they should have known better.
What's weird now is obviously they were like 19, 20 years old. They were doing one of their first movies. What's funny now is that they give them top billing just so you will click on it.
Right.
So, and then they die, you know.
Well,
No,
when
these
Dad
guys are
sent
literal-
the
they're
link,
literally
when Dad
gay
first
play-
put this on the radar in the Twitter thing, and I saw the headline. I'm like, this is bullshit, right?
Yeah. No, they're literally day
Wait,
players.
it's
You
real.
literally see that they shot all their the film literally in one day. You could tell.
Given that this movie was finished decades later, I wonder if the fact that they were all big stars was part of the impetus to get this thing released. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
We have 10 minutes of footage of these people.
I'm sure that.
Well, and if you read
Really, they weren't that big stars.
the
They
weird
weren't kind of big
lady.
stars.
If you read more, we all read this probably, but the weird lady producer who wouldn't give up on it, said that actually Clooney and Dern and Sheen were really wonderful on set, and they helped move shit up the hills.
Wow.
Because they were it was like one of their first movies. So they were let's go.
That's
Like,
You know what, you guys? They're pretty good in it. They're very relaxed and very naturalistic.
Well, that's the
For the
thing.
4
I said
minutes
that,
they're on
I
screen.
got the feeling that they might have been a part of a larger film that didn't happen.
The acting in this movie is way better than the movie.
except for Jonathan Rhys Davies.
Even John Rhys Davies is given, he's not phoning it in.
Excuse me. He is giving 110%
Yes.
in every scene.
No, he was
Can I
fully-
just
he
say
was
that my
fully
favorite
committed.
scene is when he picks up a tree.
Yeah.
And
He is
and he's got
giving
two-
12 out of 13
he's got two
Oscars.
axes on him. He's got axes
In his
body.
Yes.
And he's moving a fucking tree.
I love the little eagle feather on his.
Well, he's supposed to be he's supposed to be like a Cajun or like a Canadian trapper type.
Yeah, French Canadian.
Yeah,
He's supposed to be French Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it. No.
Oh my god. It's so terrible.
Tad, what about the scene at the very beginning of the movie where they shoot the grizzly, I'm supposing, from the previous movie?
Oh my god.
When they do the whole fucking cartridge. It's like, there's a rim on this bullet.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Can you explain it?
All right, I'll
Kind
get
of misfire.
Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back.
This is the worst.
Let's see it, Tad.
I have to say this.
There it is.
Oh, nicely done.
Like it just came out of the box.
Wait, hold on for a second. I didn't
It's
notice
not
that
even a
before. And I'm
rifle
realizing
or a bullet.
we have some serious logic problems here, don't we?
Yeah,
It's like
Oh,
they
there's
put
a little bit.
They
physics.
put an unfired bullet on a scanner and
yeah.
It's scanned.
No, this is Stephen Wright routine. See these bullets? I'm gonna take them and press my head and give me money.
Dude, they took stock footage of a bear, and then someone horribly CG'd blood coming out of the side of his face.
Yeah, Chris and I both had that.
It was a bad
one up.
This movie is amazing. This is the
worst. So good. It's so good. It's
like I want everyone to see this movie because there's behind Chris.
Yeah,
there it is. There it is.
That's the worst CG of not happening.
Look at that poor bear's expression. He's like, what the hell?
No, they just took a fucking stock shot of a bear roaring, and then they put that fucking shit in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh God.
And then there's this, you guys, which is going to be my Christmas card this year.
Oh my God, yes. That was so. First of all, that was so anticlimactic. They like snuck it in there.
They really kept it on screen. It's on screen for like less than a second, I think.
But it also happens less than a second. It happens like suddenly, and then just bam, there it is. And then they cut, and you're like, that's the end of the movie?
Did you guys not notice the scenes from Jaws 2 that were intercut? Which is the shark's jaws in Jaws 2, and it bites the power line.
Yeah.
They actually spliced that into this flipping movie, or at least something looked remarkably like it.
No, I think they did, Chris. I read where they fucking actually did. They did.
Yeah.
They put that frame in this movie.
Can we talk about the drug dealer?
Yay!
Yeah.
Can we talk about?
Better where you were.
That's
drugs in this movie.
It's going up on the clothesline.
It's actually not racist because it's a black guy who's telling him to get the fuck out of here. It's two black guys being like, "Get the fuck out."
Oh yeah, I'm a changed man.
Hungarian too.
Also, you know what? If you run a venue, never throw your drug dealer out.
No, don't.
Shit.
You're supposed to hang on to your drug dealer because we get big friends.
Especially in a fucking musical.
Oh, he's not a drug dealer. He's a Jamaican.
Well, no, it's just
but in 1983, that was equal drug dealer.
That was code.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like Haitian was code for gay.
Yes, exactly.
He was a Jamaican Hungarian drug dealer.
This is the
They kept killing off anybody who could act, except for Louise Fletcher. They just kept killing off.
Who I thought was pretty terrible.
Can we talk about how fucking stupid the locals were? Like the local.
Oh God.
Well, they were all Hungarian.
What's her name? The bear psychologist woman, like, whatever the Park Service.
But how about their reshoots? They like reshoot a guy, talking to them, literally talking to them, and riding on a motorcycle, and they cut to the old footage.
All right.
Oh my God, it was.
What about the redneck sequences? Those were hilariously bad.
That's what I'm talking about.
They were literally playing crab ass at one point.
I know. It was
literally.
When they're partying, and they're like doing that latent homosexual shit.
I know, but it was
fucking funny.
It was so amazingly unstructured. It was like,
guys, this is one of the yelling about movies ever.
Yeah,
literally,
because we all had so much fun.
No, Scott's right. Literally, they didn't have a script. They were like, "You guys are drunk and you're like playing around,
and you're in the woods. Do something."
I think they actually were drunk.
They probably were.
Yeah.
And they're like, but they're like, I think
I love the fact that
they were literally doing like homosexual shit. They thought that was funny.
Yeah,
I know.
Yes, and like today it reads as like you guys just want to fuck each other. I don't understand. Like,
so I was so inspired after watching this that I decided to go find the original because I'm like, just got to remind myself because it's been a while.
Yeah, the original Grizzly.
I think I turned it off halfway through.
Not as good, huh?
Well,
it's worse.
It's not.
I couldn't stop.
It's both better and worse.
Okay.
It's garden variety bad.
Well,
right.
This is something else. But I don't. That's we'll get on.
This is something else.
This
rises to a level.
Yeah, this movie
we're
decided to go somewhere and went there, and I appreciate that.
Warlock, we'll get there.
Did it decide to go there, or did it just end up there?
This is different.
I mean,
this is sit down your friends and show them bad.
I couldn't stop watching this.
No, this film is a misfire. It's a disaster.
And I've watched this movie.
It was a revived dead film, and like all good revived dead films,
4 times.
The best part of this film is talking about how they made it or didn't make it or delayed making it.
I feel like I'm still watching it.
See, there you go.
It's so long, and it's only 74 minutes.
If they
that's the other great part about it is it's so short, so you can just watch it.
I appreciated the fact it was an hour and 35 minutes.
Okay, so let's just talk about
what's with Nurse
hour and
Ratched
14 minutes.
74 minutes, right? 74 minutes plus whatever credits. Okay, now take out the stock footage, which had to be at least
25 minutes long.
15 minutes, right?
Take out the
concert
footage. You're an hour and 5 basically.
No, take out the concert footage. It's 9 minutes.
Take out the concert footage. You're down to 45 minutes.
Chris, you're down to 30 to 40 minutes.
But Chris, you're nailing why they did that, because they couldn't make a movie without all of that buffer. Like they needed to have a certain amount of minutes. And when we see that thing in the middle of the movie where it's just literally rerun stock footage, it's hilarious.
They really should have done it 3 times.
But I submit that, like, I think you could get like a 14-year-old smart kid from a video class who could edit this better. Like, they would know that you couldn't. Like, it's just no.
If any part of this was better made, it would not be worth watching.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
When you see how they tried to cut action sequences together out of the footage, and it just doesn't even cohere. You have to intuit what they mean.
There's literally cuts where people are talking.
Yeah.
And they cut in the middle of the sentence.
Right in the middle of a sentence, you're saying something, and all of a sudden you can't.
But John's right. That's because there's action sequences that just cut to.
You have to sort of fill in the gap and go, okay, I think what happened in that scene was ...
Yeah, and
the climax is great because they realize.
What's her name? Is an Academy Award winner,
Louise Fletcher.
Yeah, and she's here.
Nurse Ratched.
She's bad.
Terrible.
She's bad, you guys.
But no, she's amazing. Like 6 years before, she won an Academy Award. What's going on here?
It's called direction.
It is called direction. Good point.
Well, look,
she had all the cocaine.
It's also script, though. It's also script.
She had all the
everybody.
However much cocaine she wanted, they gave it to her. And then she just went out there and was like, yeah, I'm the mayor from Jaws. Let's go.
Every name in this film is a day player.
That was actually
they backed up a truck full of money. They got to fly to Hungary.
You're
the mayor from Jaws. So the climax, I want to talk about it a little bit because obviously
there was a climax.
There was a
climactic battle. The climactic battle.
Okay, hold on. There's a climax that lasted like 20 minutes, and then that shot.
Who thought they were trying to get a scene? Wait, guys.
You know what my thought was at the climax of this film?
Hold on.
I was watching and going, some poor bastard had to screw all 3 of the colored lights into all those displays on the side of the stage. It looked like a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot of.
Let John finish.
I was so checked out of what was going on.
$180,000 of the $200,000 budget of this movie was setting up those lights.
Was red, green, and blue light bulbs screwed into a giant matrix on either side of the stage. That thing, yes.
Back to this. So my thoughts on the climax are that sort of like in Jaws, when Steven Spielberg realized the shark wasn't too good, so he couldn't show it very much. That's kind of what happened to this movie, but instead of it being a great movie, it turned into Grizzly 2.
I'm sorry, this is a great movie. Fuck.
But you're using the word great in
a different reason.
In a completely different way.
But, John, do you want to compare and contrast Jaws to this?
No, what I want to say is that they realize
not do that.
Let John finish.
Thank you, Jared. I just want to say the bear was so limited in what it could do that it's barely on screen. Barely.
Poor bear.
So we get that profile shot with the shit happening behind it.
It's hilarious, by the way.
Hold on. Jim wants to say something. I want to know what Jim has to say about this.
So 2 things. The bear reminded me of the 1980s, the Jessica Lange.
Kong.
Kong.
Yeah,
the Carlo Rambaldi effects.
They had the Rambaldi effect, and they're like, oh, so it just moves its arms up and down.
Yes. And
I don't even think the bear could do
and
that.
they built a hand that does this.
They built a
When
hand.
Jaws die, nobody cry. When Kong die, everybody cry.
And there's like five guys with engineering degrees all holding like hydraulics going, okay, the bear looks real.
Scott.
The
other thing is, I could just not help, but that whole sequence that they kept cutting back to the fucking bad bands.
Yes.
And then they would cut back to right there behind the scenes, and I kept saying, oh, what a great director Bogdanovich is. And what a great movie Targets is.
Yeah.
This is nothing like that.
All I wanted to say was they realized the bear wasn't enough for their climax. So it became like a battle against the bear and also malfunctioning fireworks, because half of the like jeopardy in that scene is fucking fireworks flying at the actors.
Yes.
While they're trying to fight the bear.
It did look kind of dangerous on set.
But there's no denying, we can't get around the fact that it's trying to have this crescendo, and then all you get in a split second is a shot behind John.
Also, the close-up of his teeth with the fire coming out.
But then it's over in like, 2 or 3 frames.
Don't forget,
you're just like what the fuck just happened? Like
and then it cuts to Louise Fletcher and the guy on the band off screen, the guy on the stage off screen going, thank you very much. Roll credits.
Don't forget Jonathan Rhys Davies getting impaled on the thing.
Hanging
up there.
Oh, yeah. The efforts of all the major characters did nothing at the end of this film.
Did you see the pipe that was sticking off of that scaffold that was cut like a
I love how the Chris, can you put up Chris? I love how the animatronic, the one behind Scott right now. No matter what happened in the battle, the animatronic bear was in the same place, by the way.
Yeah.
Behind Scott.
The entire time. It's just
behind Scott. So the actual bear is never, but every character is moving between trucks and shit, but the bear is never moving. The bear is actually in the same place behind the white picket fence.
They're like, what are we gonna do? The bear can't walk.
No, the poor bear built a flatbed truck.
But every character is running away from a bear who's not moving, and the bear is like sitting there looking out over a fence at like some trucks.
That's why the pyrotechnics go bad. That's why the Jeep overturns. Everybody has to come to the bear. The bear's not going to anybody.
Literally, there's like scenes where like Jonathan Wright Davies is like looking in between shit and it's supposed to be the bear, but he's never moved from that spot where Scott is. Like it's never.
Jared makes a point. The bear, the thing about the bears, he's not looking to kill people. He's looking for craft service.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's harsh, but okay.
Fine. Put it on the thing. Hit the button. Somebody will watch it.
Yeah,
pretty much.
But also, God bless her, because this is amazing.
How many people here have been suckered into watching films on Netflix that were just abysmal, that were just barely better than this? It's like
no.
Yeah, but there's no barely better than this.
Only by this podcast.
Well said. Thank you.
Movie that I stuck out till the end.
This is on its own level, my friends.
It's remarkably bad.
It's beautiful, but it's beautiful.
It's also
incredible.
It's only beautiful because you like it, Ted.
It's entertaining.
I had so much fun with this, dude.
No, like all bad films.
And yet you hated Alphaville.
The whole story of this.
Yeah, I hated Alphaville, but I loved this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? That's all you need to say. You can stop there.
Wait, Jared, you like this more than Alphaville?
Oh God, yes.
I also like this more than Alphaville.
What? You guys are out of your goddamn minds, man.
I will say this. I love Jean-Luc Godard. I love a lot of Jean-Luc Godard films. I just think Alphaville is one of his worst.
Okay.
And also, I think this is. I didn't want to turn this off. I could have watched this for another hour.
Okay.
If it was twice as long, I
No, Jared, stop right there. We're the
There just wasn't enough Toto Coelho.
we are the only people on Earth to compare Grizzly 2 Revenge to Jean-Luc Godard's Affleville. Come on. That's a fantastic comparison.
I would watch Jean-Luc Godard's Grizzly 3. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, if he's around, he'd be working.
He's still alive.
He's still alive.
He's still alive.
Come on.
Come on, Jean-Luc Godard. Do
Jean-Luc, if you're watching, we need you.
Do Grizzly 3 in black and white.
Oh, that's our new cause. All right, wait.
Do it.
Restore the Terminal Man. Jean-Luc Godard needs to make Grizzly 3.
Yes.
Come on, that's it.
And draft Jean-Luc Godard.
There it is.
We should do one of those like GoFundMes or something.
I know. He needs to be drafted to make Grizzly 3.
Yes, we will be the producers. We'll raise the money, and we'll hire Jean-Luc Godard to direct Grizzly 3.
I don't even want producers.